is AnimeCons TV. We're your source for reports and discussions on AnimeCons and other fan conventions. I'm Shiva.
I'm Sketch.
And every month, AnimeCons TV dedicates an entire episode to responding to your questions and comments. So let's start off this month with an email.
All right, we got an email from James sent just after we recorded our previous feedback episode. So, dear AnimeCons TV, season's greetings. Well, 2017 is almost over, and you guys have given us more amazing videos, including the cosplay help videos on stencils and the rotary tools, both of which I have found helpful. Sadly, I have yet to do a full cosplay for myself, but I look forward to my first character. I also like the mini episodes you guys did. It was fun to watch. Please give a special thanks to Doug for his con report on Anime NYC. I especially loved the jazz concert clip he included on Gundam Thunderbolt. It was smooth as well as entertaining. I want to go to this con someday. Thank you all and happy holidays. See you all in the new year to come, and until next time, this is your loyal friend and anime fan, James, the Dark Kiva.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, James.
There's a lot of good feedback there. I'm glad you liked a bunch of our cosplay episodes, and I hope you get to make your costume soon.
Send a pic.
Yeah, definitely send a pic when you finish it. We want to see it. And I'm sure Doug definitely appreciates the feedback. He does so many good con reports for us, so that's awesome that he was able to make you excited about going to that convention. On Twitter, Plastic City Comic Con said, "Thank you for the great review." And Ashley E. Thomas wrote, for hashtag #BetterYouTube2018, "I cannot stress this enough when I say please go support AnimeCons TV. I've been watching them for a little over 5 years, and they barely have 1,000 subs. Please go check them out. If you love the anime fan conventions and cosplay, these are my go-to people." Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you.
That's awesome to hear. We're glad that, you've been stuck with us for so long, and you're trying to recruit more viewers, because we'd love to get some more.
Stuck with us?
What? Everybody's stuck with us.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing.
On YouTube, TMR64 asked, "Can you guys do a remake of Red Flags of Bad Conventions for 2017? And I get we could.
Yeah.
And Sparrow779 added, "I second the request for a remake of the Red Flags of Conventions. There was an attempt to start a con that I became aware of, but it actively had people attacking the creator on the Facebook page, and vendors discussing boycotting it. Also, could you update the useful apps for congoers to show more recent versions of guidebook, etc.? And there's an app that isn't necessarily con-specific, but I heard about it, that would be super easy for congoers to use to help fight human trafficking." Oh, okay. It's called Traffic Cam. Okay, awesome. We'll definitely promote that. And all it asks people to do is take photos of their hotel rooms, which lots of us do anyway. Then they add them to a master database.
That's awesome. I think that's a cool thing to consider. I mean, we definitely like to give people what they're looking for, so I think we can certainly consider remaking a couple of those episodes, especially since the app one is constantly changing.
Yeah.
But thank you for the heads up about that trafficking app. I think if anything that anybody can do to fight human trafficking would be great, so we'll look into it and maybe include it on a future episode. TMR64 asked, "Are you guys going to do a review on SAC Anime 2018 Winter Edition?" Unfortunately, according to Patrick, who is our West Coast correspondent here, he didn't go because he didn't really enjoy it last year, so we don't have a report for it this year, but maybe again sometime in the future. Also, let's see, Shigete Media responded to Doug's Anime NYC report. "I'm a former NYC area native, and I'm extremely sad I couldn't be there for its inaugural year. I moved up to Boston in late 2008, so it's not that bad of a trip down to NYC, but I couldn't get off work and I had no real money available. Thanks for the report and review, Doug. I'm totally going to plan to attend in 2018 for year 2. Year 2 hype!" Well, I'm really glad that Doug was able to make it now, because I think he was able to capture how that first year went for a lot of people, and it looked like people had an amazing time. So hopefully we can keep bringing you that kind of footage.
Right. We had a bunch of predictions in addition to our 2018 predictions episode.
Nice.
Ashito Marisu, Anime Mini will return to my area sometime next year, whether in the same format or not. Maggie Shine, Anime Central will begin to lose attendees after so many years of dropping the ball with guests.
Ooh.
When you have more entertainers for your rave than you do anime industry guests, you've done effed up.
You've done effed up. Well, I think when Patrick did his annual top 10 report in the beginning of January, the Anime Central had fallen. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like I remembered it had kind of fallen in attendance a little bit. So, could be right.
BL Soldier has 2. Anime Matsuri will continue its massive growth in 2018. Nerdicon will return in November 2018. They postponed their 2017 convention until further notice.
Ooh, that's always ominous.
And Sparrow779, Wizard World is going to end up canceling more shows and either selling off the remaining bits or drastically changing their game plan.
I think we can only hope on that one. Well, we'll see how all these predictions turned out for next year.
Yep.
That'll be great. Okay, in response to the largest anime cons of 2017, Lacuna Craft wrote, "Always look forward to this video and article in the new year. Hard to believe how far Otakon has fallen in the last few years. It was the second largest convention for so long and it almost felt inevitable each year. Hope they can recover as that is a huge financial hit for them. Also, I don't want them to go as it has been on my bucket list for so long that them going away would be really sad for me personally." I feel like Otakon's one of those ones that I always thought I was going to go to and never did either. So I kind of understand that.
It can be that time of year, but also they had drastically hit with the whole venue change.
Yes, that's what it seemed like.
So
Really threw a lot of people off.
People had to, relearn how to go to Otakon.
Well, I think too, a lot of times when they change venues like that, people kind of wait out a year and see how the new space is going to go because it's not what they're used to.
But everything, if you're long enough, you're going to have your highs and lows, and Otakon has been one of the main conventions since I started going.
And even though they're not the second largest anymore, they're still way up there. They're still way up there. The J-Rock Freak wrote, "I'm sort of surprised MomoCon here in Georgia wasn't on the list. They've grown a lot in the past 2 or 3 years, or at least it seems like it when I go. And they're the second largest after AWA here." So we have a note from Patrick, which MomoCon's site says they're a multi-genre fan convention, so they don't qualify for the list, because when Patrick does his top 10 list, it's only for anime-specific conventions, so that's why something like Dragon Con, for example, which would probably blow a lot of them out of the water, is not included. So that does not to say that MomoCon doesn't have huge attendance, but maybe Patrick will start doing like a top 10 list on his FanCon site, which would probably include some of the multi-genre, but for anime cons it wouldn't count.
In response to Elizabeth's t-shirt episode, Sparrow779 wrote, "Thank you for this. I have a ton of shirts I've saved over the years and wanted to do something with them. This is super helpful." I have a pile sitting right down there.
We've been waiting for about 5 years for him to do something with it.
Longer. And Ashitamarisu
killing you on the names today.
I used to make shirt pillows in the past, but now I'm tempted to do wall mounts. Nice. And finally, we got voicemails.
Oh, Lord.
Play the voicemail. Okay. Have to get this going. And play.
Hey guys, it's Movie Phone. But since we're changing names, I guess I'll be, we'll go with Rev. That's it.
Rev? Big change.
Anyway, I promised the people I would not cosplay Gabe Newell, that I'd do something else. And I 100%, totally, by everyone being surprised, definitely did not do that. I've also been to 2 whole conventions this year because of stuff. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to go to some other things. A prediction for 2018, though. I feel like, okay, I've got this. You guys ready?
Ready.
Whoever's listening to the voicemail, brace yourself. This is a brilliant idea.
Whoa.
I am finally going to get Elizabeth's husband to go to an anime convention with me.
Yes!
Right now, even though we've never met.
You should totally do it.
That's the most awkward thing I can think of. Hopefully I'll participate again later. Congratulations on a kid.
Thanks.
Sketch Shiva. Yeah. Did they say it was being really awkward? Yeah, I'm going to stop now. Bye.
That wasn't the most awkward. Okay, it's a little awkward. We love Movie Phone Guy.
And the nice little jab that his handwriting, I misread the U as a V. That's where we get Rev from.
Rev.
Rev
Ronan.
Rev.
Thanks, Movie Phone.
Maybe you thought you were so spiritual. No.
Now let's take a look at the fan conventions that are coming up through March 2018 as found on fancons.com. Ooh. Fancy. Coming up next on AnimeCons TV, next week, Patrick reports from LumaCon.
We love hearing from our viewers, as you can tell from this episode.
Yes, lots of great feedback.
We want to hear from you because our next feedback episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment on our videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're at 916 subscribers.
Oh, we're over 900!
And we just need 84 more to hit 1,000. Finally 1,000.
There are 84 of you out there, I know.
Yeah. And if you don't normally watch us on YouTube, please drop by and give us another subscriber to help get us to 1,000.
Yeah, so if you watch us usually on the website, just like us on YouTube anyway.
It's just a like.
It takes 5 seconds.
It's a little like between friends. Come on. All right. Leave us a voicemail at 762-ADEQUATE. That equates to 762-233-7828. And you can also email us at podcast@animecons.tv.
Help us get the word out and tell your friends about AnimeCons TV. New episodes are every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. We post about them on Facebook and Twitter, so all you have to do is share those links on your social media accounts or share our YouTube video.
Sharing is caring. You can also subscribe to get new episodes every Monday. Search for AnimeCons TV on YouTube, or subscribe on iTunes at itunes.animecons.tv, or watch us on our site, animecons.tv, and get the AnimeCons TV app for Apple TV in the App Store. Apps. And watch our episodes as well as full costume contests from our extras feed.
You can also follow Sketch and I on Facebook. We have Sketch Cosplay and Shiva Cosplay. Pretty straightforward. And you can see all the stuff we're working on for the upcoming year. See you next week.